Alrighty, recording. So hi you guys, so welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new video and we're gonna check out some boxing. This video is called Undefeated Showboater Challenges Tyson. I'm requesting this one, so I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into the video. You guys already know Mike is my favorite, so I'm excited for this.
Mike Tyson is the only heavyweight out there who says, I can lick any man in the house, and is willing to back it up.
What did he say? I can lick? Oh, I must have heard that one wrong.
Mike Tyson is the only heavyweight out there who says, I can lick any man in the house, and is willing to back it up.
What does that mean, English speaker? I mean, English is not my first language. I don't get it. I can lick any man in the house. I never heard that one before.
Welcome back to the Big Fight Recap here on BLTV Classic.
What's computer in my mind is winning this title, going there and kicking ass.
Today's video marks a significant milestone in Tyson's career where everything was on the line. When two undefeated world champions met with a combined record of 64 wins and 0 defeats. One of the highest combined fighter statistics in heavyweight history.
Tony Tucker's around 6'5", 6'6", good boxer, good puncher, very experienced.
But
Tyson was at the peak of his powers during this period, steamrolling world champions like they were journeyman fodder stepping in for a quick paycheck. Yet, while Tyson grabbed the headlines, a new contender was rising from the shadows, keeping a low-key profile while climbing the ranks and perfecting his skills. Tony TNT Tucker.
It's the first chance I get to get him out of there. I'm getting him out of there. I ain't wasting no time.
Tony.
Tyson was a realist and dismissed any claims of Tucker being an easy touch. He knew that a 6'5", undefeated world champion with fundamentally perfect technique would enter the ring with confidence to the likes of which he's never faced in the opposing corner. Let's take a look.
That was hold on, what did he have, like, what is it called? What's it called in English?
Joe Frazier, 26-0. Muhammad Ali, 31-0.
March 8th, 1971 marked the first time in the modern boxing era that two undefeated heavyweights met in a championship fight.
Frazier's coming in wide open. Wide open.
Ali versus Frazier would have been a blockbuster event regardless of their fight records. Still, the intrigue and mystery that an unbeaten clash offers is a unique and rare experience that grew exponentially in the hearts of fans as the decades passed.
Mohammed is the greatest fighter ever lived. He should be put down in history.
Ali's just a rope bender. All he did was lay up against the ropes like he was in a cradle.
What?
By the time Tyson rose to prominence, unbeaten clashes were all the craze, which began the modern formula in how we see fighters progress to title contention today. Fighting journeymen and has-beens in the hopes their records, as opposed to their skill set, will one day translate into lucrative prize fights.
Tony Tucker, on the other hand, and since turning professional 6 years ago, has compiled over 20 professional fights, but no one's ever heard of him.
Tony TNT Tucker's rise was no different from how you see most modern heavyweights progress, wiping out club fighters on small hall shows. Yet, underneath the padded record, a superlative skill set was purifying.
Who is this unknown terror? The kind of fighter that has frustrated Tyson in the past. And one other thing, Barry, he has a 14-inch advantage in his hair length.
Once crowned the #1 amateur heavyweight in the world,
He jealous.
Tucker first graced the professional ring in the winter of 1980 and quickly put his well-refined skills to the test against, more or less, the entirety of the lower-tier American domestic scene. What stood out was the size. A 6'5", athletically built, quick and nimble heavyweight.
No way we saw Don King. I saw those little gray hairs.
That moved with the swagger of Muhammad Ali and packed enough pop to KO 23 of his first 24 opponents.
First chance I get to get him out of there, I'm getting him out of there. I ain't wasting no time.
You got it going on.
I don't want nobody to see no commercials.
Offensively, Tucker looked the part with a snappy jab, often being the gateway to set up his various combinations. Still, defensively, it took us 6 years to measure his capability, particularly how resilient he was, as he was matched up for his first big test against the ever-aggressive James Broadaxe Broad.
On the other hand, Tony Tucker has been called by virtually everybody over the last 6 years the best unknown fighter in the world, and he's showing it right now.
Tucker dealt with Broad in a classy manner, announcing himself to the boxing world in a big way, which in turn caught the attention of Iron Mike, as Broad meant more to him than just another peer.
How about your relationship with James Broad there? He seems like he enjoys it too, the chance to go at it with you.
What happened on his head?
James Broad is like one of my best friends.
Tucker wanted to strike while the iron was hot and challenged James Buster Douglas in his very next fight for the vacant IBF heavyweight title. Douglas made a good account of himself, but was eventually worn down and ultimately stopped in the 10th round.
That's it. It's all over.
With an unbeaten record of 34-0, a world title belt around his waist, Tucker's confidence was through the roof. The only fight he wanted was for all the marbles. An undisputed showdown with the WBA and WBC champion.
Come on, we're waiting!
But, you know, Tony Tucker is a problem. This guy's 35-0. He's got a lot of experience. He can fight a little bit. He's not the walkover everyone's trying to make him out to be. I think he can fight, and I think it's going to be a very exciting fight.
Everyone will say that.
There's a line in the movie Full Metal Jacket. You can talk the talk, can you walk the walk?
Tyson met Tucker on August 1st, 1987.
I saw Don King in the background. I'm wondering, though, what happened to Mike's head there, like
at the Hilton Resort in Las Vegas. Tucker seemed loose and relaxed during the introductions, with the aura of a man confident in showing the world what TNT was all about.
He needs to tie his man up, try to frustrate Mike Tyson. But is he strong enough to do that? Well, that was a good right hand by Tucker. That might have been the best shot that Mike Tyson has ever taken right there.
For the first time in his career, Tyson looked human, as Tucker lured him into a well-timed uppercut that momentarily took his legs away.
Tucker said when we talked to him, he said, I'm not worried about what he's going to do to me, I'm worried about what I'm going to do to him. That's confidence. Another right hand. He was an amateur. You know what's happening?
It's just crazy. I didn't even know that he touched Mike, because Mike is taking it like it doesn't even. He just keep going forward. It's crazy.
Only comes with the right hand. He had a right hand, but he took a right hand.
But his reaction, I wouldn't know that.
Another big right by Mike Tyson.
Tyson finished the first strong, but Tucker was the clear winner, disrupting Mike's rhythm with his movement and jab.
Well, Tony Tucker is a 10-1 underdog. He wasn't 10-1 in that round. He's putting 3 full punches together. And he's following up with left uppercut, left hook. Good body shot by Tyson.
I was gonna say, he's calling Mike go low.
That was a good example. He really wants to frustrate Mike Tyson. As a referee, no nonsense guy.
I would hit low first. What do I do?
Good right hand again by Tucker. In close, catching Tyson on the way in.
By the end of the fourth, Tucker was ahead on points, but you could tell Tyson's strategy of slowing him down with power punches to the midsection was starting to take effect.
And, Tony Tucker. There was a big left hand by Tyson, and that was the one big punch.
Ooh!
Another good shot. And Tyson with another left hand. A lead-off right. There was a right hand in close by Tyson. Change up just a little bit, you understand? More jabs, more jabs, bad intention. Throw the point with bad intention.
He said more jaw?
Start pushing your man off. And there was a big right hand. Tucker says, no, I'm not hurt. I've always found that to mean I'm hurt. That right hand.
Tucker tried to get in Tyson's head with some provocative antics in the mid-rounds, which is usually a sign that a fighter is either hurt or out of ideas.
About Tyson, or rather Tucker's right hand that he... There was a big left hand, but again Tucker shakes his head off.
Oh, come on.
Tyson's getting off quicker with his jab now. Good, short, strong. Now it appears the instinct for self-preservation has kicked in.
As the championship rounds approached, Tyson started boxing a more intelligent fight, creating openings off the jab, which was something he did superbly when necessary.
Get closer to the taller man, Tucker, and then he can throw his punches. Once again, though, you see what's happening here. The reason there's frustration is because of what's up into his time.
Keep doing it. You don't get no hit though with him. Okay, we see that. We see the feet. You see the feet. You keep doing that. What are you gonna do with it?
Tucker seems to be fighting the kind of fight that he thinks he's winning.
There you go, Mike.
There was a big left hand.
I mean, made the best win. I'm not, you know, I'm not taking time.
With a flourish. And so is Tucker. It's over. Well, Tony Tucker talked the talk and walked the walk.
The final round was close, but a big left hook from Tyson toward the closing seconds was the highlighting moment for the judges.
There's an old saying in boxing, you never know how good an unbeaten fighter is.
That's mine.
And an unbeaten fighter is hard to beat because he doesn't know that he can be beat. And that's how Tucker fought tonight.
Tyson was awarded a close unanimous decision and relayed the fight's difficulty during his post-fight interview.
But I just wasn't together today, and he was very intimidating. It was very tough.
Was he a better fighter than you thought?
Off the screen.
It was very hard to tell because he did a great deal of holding. He threw very fast punches. It was true.
And he really rocked you in the first round.
Yes, he did. He was a very hard puncher.
I figured they was going to give it to him anyway, you know, but I still thought I beat him. But that's okay. You know, the world knows Tony Tucker is here. I'm for real.
I wouldn't go as far as strength to strength, but Tucker's career certainly remained on an upward trajectory after the Tyson defeat. In fact, by 1993, he had amassed another win streak
I was born in 1993. These sound right.
Took his record all the way to 48-1, and would have been further improved upon had Lennox Lewis not overcome one of the most troubling moments of his entire career.
That's it. This is what he's got to do. He's got to finish him off. Tony Tucker unloading. Tony Tucker to the head of Lewis, and Lewis just standing there. Thought it was going to be.
I tell you, I give Tony Tucker enough respect because he's got a great chin, he's got guts.
Tucker's problem wasn't winning boxing matches. He had the skills to regain a slice at the championship. It was just his desire, or lack thereof, that became the closing chapter of the Tony Tucker story.
And then I fought him. And it was 15 or 12 rounds, but it was a tough fight. And he was my best, he was the greatest mover. He was real confident. He went through combination. He was a real great fighter.
By Tyson's own admission, Tucker was one of the finest boxers of that period, but just couldn't recover mentally from his first loss, reverting back to his safe space of fighting club fighters for a livable wage. It's an odd choice, but not one myself, or many others for that matter, judge him for today. He's a healthy, young-at-heart former world champion that seems to be bearing the fruits of success from both his professional and private life.
It seemed like it was like a good ending to the story. Even though, how come that he never really, not blew up, but like had to go down to make some money? Like, why couldn't he be up there with the big guys? Because it seemed like even though in that fight with Mike, he said that he wanted. Was it an even fight? Like, should Mike have won it, or was it different opinions around that one? But it seemed like even though with that defeat, he still kept going and winning. I don't know. I guess not everyone can make it, I guess, to that kind of level, but he seemed to have the qualities for it, the skills, and it's still, I don't know, interesting to reflect and see the reasons, but we're not going to do that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, maybe I'll see you in another video. Appreciate you watching.